Once upon a time, in a wild, wild world, there were two wolf brothers living in their home lair with their papa wolf. They lived in peace until hunters took their dad away. The wolf brothers wandered for days and nights, learning how to live on their own for the first time. That's when the big brother discovered that the little one was not an ordinary wolf, but a super wolf. They decided to head south to the distant land of their ancestors. But the journey was long and dangerous. Still, the wolf brothers made new friends on the way. They learned more about the world, but danger seemed to always follow them after a bad accident. They were separated. The big brother had been hurt, and the hunters finally captured him. They put him in a cage, but when he finally escaped, he went to search for his little brother. He soon found out that the little wolf had joined a coyote cult, and he would not leave them. Suddenly, their mother showed up after all that time. She said she came to help rescue him. They begged the coyote leader, but she would not release the little wolf. He was their idol. So they had to knock her out to escape. The Wolf brothers, now reunited, followed their rogue mother far into the desert to her hideaway.
Hey everybody, my name is Welonz and welcome back with the 5th and final episode of Life is Strange 2. As we see right here, we're starting off from the end of last episode where we rescued Daniel from the church, and now we're with our mother. As far as we know, our mother has always been a free spirit who wanders around everywhere, not really settling down. Arizona, 7 weeks after Haven Point. We're starting to go full circle on the timeline here. I think we started episode 1 around fall time, autumn. And I think it's around the end of summer right now.
Hey, wake up, Sean. Dude, come on.
What? What time is it?
Get up. It's so beautiful. Check it out.
It is, but we're sleeping out in the open.
So?
Yeah, okay. Good call. Wow. That's amazing.
I know.
We're looking a little bit better than last time. My hair grew back.
Is your eye okay?
Yeah. It just itches. It's okay, Nano. Promise.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you. No matter what happens. You hear me?
Yeah. I love you too. Ow! 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 Diaz brothers. Always.
By this point, there really shouldn't be any conflicts coming in between us, me and Daniel. We've been through so much.
So, are you still having those bad dreams? You know, about Lisbeth?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like she's around, coming after me. It's scary.
Dude, I bet she's having nightmares about you.
Yeah, but she's still out there. Somewhere. Creeps me out.
Well, yeah, that whole thing was pretty traumatic for Daniel. It seemed like she loved him so much, but in the end, she was really, really bad for him.
Listen, we're far away from her, okay? We're together again. Safe.
Hope so. Sean, are we criminals now?
Oh, that's a hard question. In the beginning, we did nothing wrong, but then our circumstances pushed us into doing a lot of different things, like stealing from people and hurting people. It's hard to say no. It's not a yes, but it's not a no.
Sort of. We did a lot of illegal shit. If the cops catch us, we'll be judged for what we did. That's for sure.
Yeah. I know.
Well, we're almost at the border. Finally.
I like it here, but we'll have to leave soon. I know.
I'm sorry, Enano.
Sean, I know it's been a long time. Can you tell me the rest of the wolf story?
Where is Karen? I'm a little bit alarmed at the complete lack of Karen right now.
Oh. Yeah. I can tell you. Been forever since we left off.
Way too long.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, thanks to their mama wolf, the Wolf brothers barely escaped from the coyote cult. She led them to her secret lair, deep in the Red Desert. The Wolf brothers rested for a while, but at some point, they'd have to continue their journey south. They were closer than ever to their father's land, but between them and their destination lied
A mighty fire unicorn. But she's nice, so they become friends.
Excuse me, who's telling the story?
You are. But it's my story too. Right?
It is. It is.
Yeah, that's true. Okay then, so what happens next?
They arrive in Mexico, but the country is rampaged by goblins. Together, the wolves and the unicorn manage to slay them and become heroes. The police forgives them, and all their friends come to Mexico to celebrate.
Yeah, sounds pretty good, and I know. Let's pack this shit up and head back to town.
Wow.
Gotta clean up our stuff before we leave. This place is too pretty.
It is. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Pack our bag. What do we got with us? We don't have any money. We have a pocket. Walkie-talkie. Daniel would rather have these things than a cell phone. Is this the one that we were using to communicate with Karen with back in the last episode? Canteen. Forget to bring water in this desert and you're dead meat. Dad's lighter. This one ended up being so useful. Thanks again, Dad. Pencils? Days are hellfire, but nights can be chilly out here in the desert. Arizona. Arizona. I think this is from episode 4. Oh, but maybe we didn't read it yet? Karen wants to talk. It's hard, but I'm trying to hear her out. Not sure I'll ever understand what she's been through or what she's after, but I can try. We got Daniel, finally. The freak guru can go to hell now. Feels so good to be with my bro again. Leaving Haven Point, Karen is taking us to her place. We need to breathe, sleep, heal. BL. Sarah Lee, this needs to go. Oh, blah, 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 like that? Oh, I wonder how Jacob and Sarah Lee are doing. We gave them our money, and they're presumably off to get medication and help, medical help, for Sarah Lee. May 15th, 2017. Karen lives in a desert commune. No shit. Unincorporated community, she said. It's called Away. Only 30 people live here, on and off. This place is so weird, but the desert is mind-blowing. The perfect hideaway. Off the grid. Perfect. Away. May 29. Daniel's still feeling so confused. Guilt-tripping a lot. He can't figure out what happened. The brainwashing, the lies, Lisbeth's grasp over his trauma. Doing my best to help him recover. Sure hope they find now. Karen is a big help too. She's good with words. The letter from Jacob and Sarah made him happy. Daniel needs more friends. So do I. Sean, we posing. Yeah, I think the whole thing is just really difficult for someone like Daniel to understand because he's so young and someone was good to him. So why did that person turn out to be a bad person? It might take a bit more for him to properly understand what happened. Not surprised that Karen's good with words. She's always been more of a poet. But because of this ordeal, Sean and Daniel should be super duper close now. June 3rd, 2017. Total trip to live with Karen, again. She wants to move on. That's easy for her to say. I'm trying. Daniel is getting better. I can see he loves having Mommy back. Does Mommy want to take care of us, though? For now, she's okay. But she probably wants us to go to Mexico soon. But what's gonna happen once that happens? Cause Daniel doesn't even freaking speak Spanish, right? Not well anyway, and it's not like all of our problems are solved once we get there. What if the relatives over there don't want us? June 8th. Daniel's power is no secret here. No one gives a shit. They just go along with it, and don't see it as something they can use to their own advantage. Refreshing. Grar. Who's gonna tell? We're already the batshit crazy sand people, said David. David. That's nice. For once, in our little community, we don't have to worry. I wonder how we get supplies, though. June 10th, 2017. So, this place Away is what you make it. Joan haunts it with cool-ass sculptures made from scavenged scraps. She's a cool and sunny woman, Karen's closest thing to a best friend, it seems. Cool as heck ornamental tattoos. Take my time today. Joan? David? All older people, I assume? Karen, maybe Karen's age? June 15th, 2017. Arthur and Stanley live in one of the only proper houses in town. There's a house here. They built it together 10 years ago, from ruins of their past lives. These two can't stop teasing each other, but they're so inspiring. Old couple, young love. Wow, this house looks pretty nice. And am I getting better with drawing again? Because remember last time, we had depth perception issues because we lost one eye. Yeah, practice will make it better, hopefully. June 17. Got a letter from Cass today. Feels good. Would love to hang with her again. Someday. That means we have an address at least. That's good. And she knows, and we can get around to people. What about Brody? This place makes me want to draw. Could stare at these canyons forever. If we really want to be on the run forever, maybe this kind of community is the best for us. Really different from our previous lives though. Not much internet, not much electronics. June 30th. Daniel needs to vent out. He's been having nightmares about Haven Point and Lisbeth for weeks. Still feels guilty about my eye. Need to find ways to help him process this. That's a lot. Karen? Sean, I guess? Yeah, there's my eye. What's this? I'm not sure. July 1st. Karen told us about a cool camping spot. Reached the top after a long hike across the canyon. Track sessions feel like forever ago. Need to work on my cardio. Don't fall, mate. Ursa Major. And then this one... Man Horsarius. Probably the best view ever. Gonna stargaze all night thanks to Arthur's telescope. Daniel seems happy. Silver linings. Okay, so this time our souvenirs. Seems like there might be one right here. And then... maybe the balcony to the house that we just saw. 100% organic garden. Food. Like a wrap. And then the wall. This is the part that we saw in the preview for last episode. The wall to Mexico, and then... sunglasses on top of a US flag. Okay.
So incredible to see all those stars and planets up close. It's like we're right there.
And for once, we don't have to worry about, oh my god, do we have enough food? Are we gonna have people chasing us all the time? We get a chance to just relax.
I hope we could go watch the stars again. Mom said there's a moon eclipse coming up soon.
I'm in. This place is cool. I could just move here.
Why don't you?
Hey, I can help. Just tell me what you want to put in there.
You are the man.
Put in what? Flashlight in the backpack?
Every star looked the same. Until we used Karen's old guidebook.
This I gotta pack by myself.
I swear Dad had that same book in the garage.
Yeah, I think he did.
Why did he never show it to us?
Maybe it reminded him of Mom too much.
Oh. Yeah. Right.
Would he be happy to know that we've reconnected?
God damn. That food was amazing. Thanks, Joanne.
My back hurts a little. I'm glad we're sleeping in our bed tonight.
Me too.
Pretty useless with the crazy moonlight we had. But it scares the coyotes away.
So we're just camping here. We're not living here. In this spot.
Activate flashlight.
On the way.
For a second, I wanted to worry about whether we should be letting Daniel use his powers again, but you can't pack it yourself anyway. We're past that point too. We're not really trying to set rules and make Daniel follow them.
Let's clean up this mess.
Not if it cleans up by itself.
Stop. Daniel.
Can't catch it, huh?
No shit. Now cut it out.
Jeez. You're no fun.
Well, I'm not the one with powers. This is so nice though.
Yep. Still need our processed sugar in this hippie desert.
This power is so cool. I love tie-dyeing stuff now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yo, Captain Can you take these away?
Sure.
And no funny business.
Of course not.
Perfect formation.
We look good. We look healthy and well. I'm so glad to see that.
I'm glad we had these. Not a fan of desert critters.
So it seems like we're still in the middle of summer right now, July 1st. Not quite towards the end just yet. No, that's just my journal, right? Ooh, okay. Flashlight. Pretty useless with the crazy moonlight we had, but it scares coyotes away. Joan makes the best curries ever. Now I'll be able to look at the stars in the new way. Thanks, Karen. Sorry, hippies. Still gotta have our candy. Yup. You got it. Arthur's telescope. We definitely have to get a telescope like this. Gotta give it back to Arthur when we get back. Oh, nice ones are pretty expensive, right? Gotta start saving up then.
We better get out of here before that heat comes in.
Ooh, sketching time. Good idea. I'm glad you can still draw after.
Yeah, my eye.
You know.
Me too, Daniel. But if I can see it in my mind, I can still sketch anything. Almost.
That's so cool. I don't want you to stop drawing. Ever.
Thanks, man.
This is so cool.
What a view.
Hey, can you draw me as a superhero? Like, striking a pose over the canyon.
Sure.
I can try.
Badass? Badass superhero Daniel. Here to save the day. Whoa! Right on the fold!
Ta-da. Finished.
Let me check it out. Jeez. Do I really look that evil? He
No!
looks more like a supervillain.
Well, that wasn't meant to be the case. Oh, no. No. I think he might be struggling a little bit with all the times he's used his powers for good, for bad. Especially since last episode, we could have killed Lisbeth with Daniel's powers.
We better get out of here before that heat comes in. Well, let's hit the trail, cowboy.
Wasn't there a souvenir here? Are we really missing this already? God damn it. Hey buddy, what's wrong? Whoa.
What are you doing?
I don't feel really good about you playing with a living being like that, but this is not really saying, hey, don't do that. This is just because we don't have time. I think I'll do this one.
What the fuck, dude? Don't do that.
What's wrong?
Stop messing with it, man.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, little guy. Don't get eaten by eagles.
Do eagles eat scorpions?
No idea.
Cool. Let's go.
Oh, and that's gonna count as me encouraging or discouraging Daniel to use his powers, as usual. What have I done? I don't know.
I wish
I
we
don't
saw
know.
more falling stars. Or any.
Hey, we saw the Milky Way, dude. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's true. And Mars. That was so cool Arthur and Stanley let us use the telescope.
Yeah. These guys are real cool.
Whoa, we're really high up. It's so quiet here. Just wanted to see. Because this definitely seems like it's something right here, right? I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it like I say every single time, but if it's right here.
Think Joanne will let me help her with her sculpture when we get back?
Hell yeah. You're like the magic assistant.
It's nice to be able to use my power out here. Not hide it.
Yeah. Karen was right. They're all cool with it.
Mom doesn't say much about my power. Why do you think?
What can she say?
Maybe she just doesn't care.
You think?
Karen is kind of like that. Like a hippie. She just goes with the flow, man. It's all good.
She's weird like us.
I hear you.
I think no matter what Karen really thinks, that's what we needed to tell him, cause this power has been plaguing him the whole time. We really need to let him know it's okay and, you know, he doesn't have to be afraid of it and let it control his life.
Hey, see this? Looks like the ones you did back in that cabin. When you got sick.
Oh, totally. Wait, does that mean other people were here?
Of course. Maybe someone from away did it.
Oh, I bet it was Joanne.
Joanne. Of course we're not the first people here. Of all the places on Earth, you think there is any location that you're the first one to visit?
My legs are gonna be like yours after all this hiking now.
Get strong, Daniel.
Amazing that anything can grow out here.
Does it ever rain in the desert?
Well... Oh. Good question.
Ever? I don't know.
Now what the hell is that?
Come on.
What were you looking at, Daniel? Just a sunrise? It really is beautiful. Hey, buddy.
Are these things poisonous? Or something?
It's a cactus, dude. It stings. That's all.
Lame.
Don't sit on it.
Daniel? I see something behind this rock. Can you bring it over?
Ah, gotcha. I see. Here it comes. Ooh, look at that. So cool.
Yep. We're taking this treasure.
Ooh, didn't miss it just yet. Daniel's precision with his powers are getting really good now. It's a rock. Oh, replacing Hot Dog Man? That'll be a no. I really hope Daniel understands that earlier when I told him not to play with a scorpion, it's not because I want to discourage using his powers. Well,
I wish I had the power to fly. It'd be such a short hike.
it's really more that I don't think we should be playing with living things.
It's gonna take a couple hours to get...
Hey, you know who I'd see having a trailer out here?
Who?
Brody. He'd love it. Like, he could have his own radio station and everything.
Yeah, definitely. It would be so cool to have him around.
I miss him sometimes.
Me too. Can we not at least write him a letter? We do have his contact information on his website, but maybe we don't have internet.
You know, I could have done it by myself, right?
Hey, let me be the cool, helpful big brother once in a while. Okay?
I was just thinking about that.
Ooh.
Can he levitate himself?
Look!
The rocks?
Oh, man!
Looks like a job for our local super psychic boy. Yeah. And you scared it.
I know.
There was a lizard? Oh. Sorry, Daniel. Can you help out?
So, maybe you can help us get out of here?
I'll try. Step back.
Be super careful.
It's seeming more and more like Daniel's powers are helpful now. Like it's actually difficult for us to work without it.
There you go. I hope it's okay.
Nice, man.
Just blasted that rock into oblivion. Big object, small object, precise, large area. He's got it all covered. Oh wow, this is really deserty. No internet out here for sure then. Maybe some cell phone reception? I'm surprised Cass could even write a letter to us. Episode 5, Wolves.
Hey, I'm gonna go see what Joanne is doing.
Go for it. I have to bring back the telescope to Stanley and Arthur.
Oh, we live in trailers.
Went to town for weekly supplies. Some pancakes left in the kitchen? Back soon.
There's no locks.
Daniel, you copy?
Yes, I read you. 10-4.
I have a pancake alert in the kitchen. Repeat. Pancake alert.
Oh, man. Sorry, I was gonna eat with Joanne. Over and out.
10-4. No flying pancakes today.
That's fine. Nobody even locks the place. That's just the kind of community this is. So we gotta bring the telescope back to Arthur and check on Daniel. USB key. From what? What is that? Is that like from a really, really long time ago? Relics from another life. Home keys. Still got them. Ooh, Daniel is just not into drawing anymore. It's okay, he has a superpower. Oh, this was so long ago too. These letters. Reading Brody's writing always makes me feel like he's right here with me. Like I can still hear his voice. Pencil case. This might be my real lifesaver. Art. Sleeping bag. Karen hooked us up with some cool camping gear. Cool, more like secondhand. Cass's letter. This is from the hospital. Yes. Yeah. Grandparents' letter, also from the hospital. Blanket. Karen hooked us up with some cool camping gear. Truly a relic. So this is 2017 right now. Oh, it's almost my birthday. It's my birthday next month. Hopefully we'll have something to celebrate by then. Oh, wow. The most impressive part about this whole thing is that he drew right on the fold in the book. That's insane. Okay.
She's really good at rewriting her own life.
Karen? I am a solo Mobius strip. Just when I reach the end, I go back to the beginning. Resign myself to new faces, the privilege to escape and rewrite another draft. Goddess laughs at plans, then shows me the page left unmarked for years. Out in the ghost desert, the seeds return as saplings to reveal their age and power. Now I go back forward, layered with fear and hope, to water the children of the sun. Pretty obviously talking about Sean and Daniel coming back into her life again. She's both scared and hopeful, hoping that we can mend our relationship, but also scared about how it's gonna go from now on because she did leave us. So is she ready to take on that responsibility now, or is she gonna end up ditching us again?
This one's pretty intense. I think I get it.
Don't believe I would find a soul within or without a church. A miracle was sleep and food and fuck. A day without shit, until it was not. Now we run to celestial spires. Oh, visions of the fake prophet, engulfed in ego and belief as the burning cross falls on all your cruel angels. I am the bonfire of vanities, so when the dam breaks, we all flood, like glass on a mirage, if I believe. Maybe the second part of this is talking about the whole thing with Elizabeth. A church, but it was more like a cult. I wonder what Elizabeth is doing. Not because I worry about her, but what if she really does come back to get us? Because she was so obsessed with Daniel.
Either Karen was desperate for a job, or she loved working with kids.
Happy World, Florida Resort. Karen.
Karen has been camping in her own house since we arrived.
That's the actual bed. Is that like somebody... Oh, yes, that's what I was thinking. Daniel and Sean sleep here. She sleeps over there.
Karen letting us invade her space. After all these years. That's something.
Well, she can't let you guys die.
Karen must have been so excited to finally hit New York.
Fly by night, not by fright. Into the big city bright. Stop. That cliche never dying in the steel of the buildings, the warp of the street. But no matter what or where I spin, the pull of a million dead poets takes me to dance once again. Go. But this time, I get to lead. Until the next flight. I'm not much of a poet myself. She seems really into it though. That's good. Artsy family.
Karen doesn't even like to leave this place just to go shopping.
Went to town for weekly supplies, yes.
Looks like they all finally found their home.
Yeah, on the average, these are all people older than us. Kind of like the camp of people that we were interacting with back in episode 3. Cass, Finn, Hannah, but also not. These people... I don't know. Especially when you look at older people like these two. It makes me feel like they've been searching their whole lives for a place to really belong to, and this is what they came up with. As opposed to Cass and Finn, who are more like, maybe they'll move on to someplace else later on.
Karen looks so young and fragile on this picture.
Oh my god.
Hard times.
Wow. Maggie and Karen. Summer 11. That's 6 years ago. Who is this? Jacob's letter.
I'm so glad Jacob and his sister are doing okay. They deserve some peace.
Oh god, this is horrible handwriting. May 29th. Hola, Sean. Sorry I did not write to you sooner, but this was the first time I've had a chance to relax after we got out of Haven Point, thanks to you and your brother. I still can't believe it really happened. So bizarre. Sarah Lee and I do miss our parents, but we're not ready to let them know where we are yet. We'll figure it out later. With the money you gave me, I could pay a month's rent in advance for a room in a small beach town on the coast. Sarah Lee loves it. She's much better now thanks to the antibiotics. We're doing great. The most important thing to me is my sister, just like your brother. You're lucky to have each other, and we were blessed when you both came our way. I'm trying to track down our Humboldt crew, so I'll keep you posted. I hope everybody is okay after that night on the farm. We all deserve a break and a better future. Please let me know when you make it to the other side. You and Daniel got this. Give our little hero a big hug. Take care, Jake. Is Jake of age? I guess that's why he would be allowed to take care of Sarah Lee, because if not, I feel like that might cause a lot of problems later on too, if somebody finds out.
So cute. Looks like Lila has some competition now.
Oh, don't talk about Lila. We haven't talked to her in forever. Hi, Daniel. Hope you are good and happy. I feel so much better now. I am so happy I got to see the ocean for the first time. Even try to surf. I think I could be good at it. I wish you were here so we could go to the beach, even if the water is cold. I love this weather way more than the heat. Please come to see us soon. Thanks for being one of my best friends, Sarah Lee. Glad to see. They're happy, but what about us? Pancakes.
I do remember Karen would drown her pancakes in hot sauce.
What?
Ugh, gross.
What, you mean you don't want to try it?
Daniel's Big 10 late birthday party made him feel so happy.
When was his birthday again? Do we know? Oh, it happened back when he was in the church. I remember seeing a photo in his room that had his birthday celebration. Well, guess I'm eating that.
One thing Claire and Karen have in common, their love for pancakes.
Whoa, you managed to eat it, but it's still here. That's amazing.
So good to have a home. Again. And a real bed.
If this was a year ago, I'd probably be complaining, oh my god, we have to both sleep on the same bed, there's no Wi-Fi here, there's no hot water, this place sucks.
Arthur and Stanley probably want their telescope back.
They'll get it back.
Didn't realize how much I miss Cassidy's voice. And her songs. And... dude.
June 16. Hola, sexy boy, no more city boy. Jake hooked me up with your P.O. box, so now you can't hide from your old crew anymore. I know you took off from the hospital, and I'm glad you're still going down to Mexico. We've all been fugitives on the run, but you and Daniel are the kings of the road. I hope you finally get back home. Of course, I'm not ready to settle yet, so we're all hanging out in Colorado. The idea is trying to get as far away from the West Coast as possible. Too many ghosts for now. Hard to believe Finn isn't here to start shit, and we don't miss him for that. But he'll get a few more songs out of me. We all want to remember him for his angels, not his demons. Well, he's not dead yet. He's just in the hospital or in juvie or somewhere. I miss you. I would love to take a road trip out of this shithole, and it would be great to swim with you again. So you better let me know when you hit Mexico, Sean. Don't make me track you down. Here, I'll even give you my number, so no excuses. Love, Cassidy. That's really good to see. Because when we left her, when we parted ways, it really felt like we were never going to see each other again. But hey, there's things like P.O. boxes and phone numbers, of course. It's not like we're cutting ourselves off from civilization entirely. Ooh.
Gotta keep my eye lube handy. Glad I don't need it as much.
Eye lube.
She changed my diapers, but... it feels kind of awkward to be here.
In our household, it's always been Dad, Daniel, and me. So like a very masculine household. We're not really used to seeing that kind of thing.
All her life possessions are in here. And she seems... happy with that. Ugh. I wish Karen didn't tell me she got a rattlesnake out of the toilet last week.
Oh my god. The desert. It's the desert, alright.
Man, I'm still not used to this heat out here.
We have a house. The heat is better than the cold, theoretically, because... well, actually, I was thinking, if it's cold, you can put on more layers, but if it's hot, you can't strip off anymore. So maybe the cold's better. But we've experienced that too, and that wasn't nice.
Had no clue there was a network of seed pirates. Karen's a real-life hacker.
Pirate seeds. Native seed savers in the Southwest. What? Oh my god. Hand-pollinating your crops. Harvesting. Storing seeds. Oh wow.
Karen takes on some small pieceworks for a living.
Hey, we have Wi-Fi
Must pay
here.
better than poetry.
Anything would pay better than poetry. Hey, we have Wi-Fi here, huh? Hi, Karen. Thanks for your last advice column. We got quite a response and a lot of hits. I know you don't want a social media footprint, but you could generate a lot of clicks with your insights. Looking forward to your next piece. Please make sure to send your invoice for May and June. Best, Ariane Klein. Yeah, that's one way to make use of your writing talents. His poetry is a hard sell. Desert life. Cool.
Brody's so good at describing painful situations. And seeing the good into it.
Oh, so we've been reading it, his blog, but we haven't contacted him. A Tribe Called West. You can go home again. May 1st. Salt Lake City. The last time I saw my mother before this year, I was telling her to leave me the fuck alone. That I was done with the whole bullshit family. My real fam were the strangers I met on the road, who became friends, not my family, who became strangers. I adopted all the online connections I made around the world, and all those wandering souls that I would encounter on my journeys ahead. You would be reading about them right now, except... the next time I saw my mother, she was in hospice care in our Utah home. Her body light and frail as a web, holding my hand and telling me that she was sorry about everything that kept us apart for most of my adult life. My mother was dying of cancer, and she was sorry. So I cried. She cried. My brother cried. We all cried. And all the years of family bullshit blew away to dust. Like that. I just wasn't mad anymore. I didn't know it would be so easy. Or so hard. It didn't mean the past didn't happen, or that I wasn't responsible in my own way. My brother used to tell me I was a fake liberal, because while I was out trying to save the world, he had to take care of Mom and the family estate. Maybe he was right. But I told him that he also had the money to take care of them. God damn, if I was in charge of the finances, I would have given away the family estate and we'd be broke, living in a co-op. My brother knows this. Families are just fucking weird. Society tells us to love our parents and siblings simply out of blood and chance. But what if you hate each other? What if you're only linked by random DNA? What if... Whatever. It doesn't matter. I've seen the best and worst of people everywhere I roll. You tend to have those extremes at 3 a.m. at an empty gas station or on some desolate freeway. Yes, I've seen strong families bond in hard times. I know there are big siblings out there who will always care for their little siblings and vice versa. I'm pretty sure he was thinking about me when he said that. They helped me to understand our fragile filial ecosystem. In her last hours, my brother and I held my mom's thin fingers as she passed on to a place, I hope, is better than the one that she came from. After she was gone, I found a stash of some old school essays and stories, the only thing I was good at in school. I never knew she kept this stuff or that she cared. Even if we never understood each other, she must have been a little proud that I went my own way and tried to be a force for good. Mothers know how to make you cry like a little bitch. The first time tears had burned my eyes in a long time. It felt good. So now, I've come back to a home I once vowed to never return. I don't feel so alienated this time, even if I still am. Like I say too often, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Now I have an estate to deal with and more responsibility than I actually want. But I have to see this as karma, or destiny, or dharma of the privileged. Don't panic, but I may be taking a break from my life on wheels just to see who or what I can help now that I have more resources to spread around. I'm sure my brother will approve, if we're still talking after all this memorial bonding. Okay, it's not a happy ending, but maybe it's a hopeful one. And speaking of hope, given the sad state of this sad nation, I've been thinking it's time to move outside my comfort zone, send dispatches from places and people I'm not familiar with. Places I can explore to tell new stories from, like Canada, or Mexico, or the road never ends. Yeah, it seems like Brody, I don't quite remember his life circumstances anymore, but he and his family weren't too close, or they seem to have some disagreements. And then he ran away from home pretty much. But at the end of the day, family is still family. But why is that? Is it really because of that drop of blood? Or maybe it's more the fact that you grew up with them. Because people like friends in school or whatever, you see them during school, but when you go home, these are the people that you end up seeing every day. And that's just... It's not usually a position that anybody aside from your family is in.
We miss you too, Lila. Always.
Oh. Well, I'm glad she seems to be doing okay now. Memes and stuff. And doing some volunteer work, free the families. My birthday baby bro, Daniel Diaz. Missing, not forgotten. I'll make a wish for you. Oh, did they have the same birthday or something? Kinda forgot. Damn. But I can't post. I'm looking, is that okay? Last time I looked at my grandparents' house and that kinda turned into a whole big police thing.
Whoa. I should have gone through that flash drive weeks ago.
What's this from again? Seattle? Misty Mice Tickets, PDF. I tried clicking on it. Math, homework, movies and stuff, other crap. Pictures. Drawings.
Hey, Dad.
Damn. Hot dog man. Maybe this was during the winter time? Looks like a kind of a Christmassy sweater.
Lila always knew how to crack me up.
Ah. We can't contact her. It's been like Nearly a year. Your best friend and his entire family. Their dad dies, and then the brother and the other brother, the brothers, they just disappear out of your life.
Dad was an absolute fan of this movie. Huh. Maybe they were nerds together.
Chupacabras from outer space. I bet. Is that pretty much it then? Arthur and Stanley probably want their telescope back.
Whoa. I hope Karen sends this to Claire and Steven.
Whoa, so many corrections. Hi, Mom and Dad. I've been thinking about this letter for a while, and I know it's been a long, long time coming. So I'm sitting here tonight thinking about the words I should have written 10 years ago. You always used to say, everything happens for a reason. We thought about it then. Oh, that's really nice, because that's crossed out, right? Nice. I understand why now. There is a reason I feel like I have to reach out to you both tonight from the desert. I know you've only heard from me once by phone and 6 times by letter for almost a decade. I'm sorry. Crossed out. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I was certainly not trying to punish you. Don't laugh, but I just didn't know what to say or write. Poet's block. Just like how you had to block me from your life after I left Esteban. I understand that was how you had to deal with a problem child, an only child, who didn't live up to your expectations. There's no denying that I failed you, but the weight of your aspirations as parents failed me too. You had such a rigid opinion of what I was supposed to be that I just didn't have the opportunity to explore who I actually was. You wanted a daughter to grow up happy, find a good job and great husband, settle down, to breed, have kids, and raise them in faith to continue the cycle of suburbia. That daughter wasn't me. Scratched out? I know that you were raised in a different time and culture, so I didn't understand your point of view. Like you didn't understand your wayward daughter. Maybe a bridge too far for us at the time. Sean's right, she's really good with words, making sure to not focus on herself, talk about it in terms of, I understand that you're like this, it's not your fault. After Danny was born, you knew I wanted to take some time to figure things out in my head and heart. It didn't make sense to you or Dad, and I get that, but I was so desperate, and only Esteban was willing to give me that time because he saw how unhappy I was. I don't blame you for my decision to leave, and maybe a timeout would have led to the same outcome. We will never know, and I try not to live in regret. My life has been a roller coaster, and there have been times I long to hear your voices and thoughts, even the negative ones. And I know when I last talked to you in New York to ask for help in paying back my debts, you wanted to help. But it was on your condition to return right back to where I couldn't return. I hate that was our last conversation. I'm sorry I reached out to you this day. I'm sorry I broke your hearts. I'm sorry I let you broke mine for silencing me for so long. I think we've paid our dues. And now I sit under a blue field of crystal stars like the poet I hope I am, writing and waiting for a chance to rebuild an old bridge with my mother and father. I hope we can cross it one more time. With or without love, your daughter. The way she's written this, it's very nicely written, by the way. She's not just saying, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, please forgive me, let's make up again. It's more of, we both made mistakes. I am willing to try to negotiate and rekindle our relationship if you are also willing to accept that this is just me, and that we have to find a new way to really interact with each other again. Because I can't be the daughter that you want me to be, but if you can accept me for that, then maybe we can try something new. Hard letter to write. I hope she sends it too. No services ahead. What kind of services?